Hello, first grade sailors. Here we are again in social studies. Now, the other day we learned about the continents. You remember that there are 7 of them: Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, Antarctica, North America, and South America, right? But today, what we're going to do is to learn about the different areas of land inside each continent. Okay? And so our learning target for today is that we can identify the country and the state that we live in. Okay, so we can just, oh, right. Oh, all right. You and I live on a planet. Can anyone tell me what the name of the planet that we live on is called? Yes, you're right. This is planet Earth. Okay, our planet is called Earth. Okay, now Earth is made up of continents, which are those land masses that cover our planet Earth, and oceans, those big bodies of water that cover our planet. So Earth is made up of continents, those 7 continents, and oceans. Our continent, now let's see, we have Africa. No, we don't live there. We have Europe. Nope, don't live there. Asia. No, don't live there. What's this one? Australia. No, we don't live there. How about this one? What's this one? Antarctica. No, it's too cold to live there. Okay. South America. No, but we're almost close. That's right. We live on the continent of North America. Our continent is North America. Each continent is made up of smaller pieces of land called countries. Okay, so each continent, here we are on planet Earth. This is the country we live in, and then each smaller piece of land has countries. North America is made up of 23 countries. Okay, so here's North America, okay, and it's made up of 23 countries. These are the countries in North America, okay? So all of this are the countries in North America. Can you spot, looking at this map and maps you've seen in the past, which of the 23 countries is the country that we live in? Maybe if we turn the slide, we'll find out. These are the countries in South America. Okay, so these are the countries for North America. These are the countries in South America. South America is made up of 12 countries. Remember, we talked about Africa being the hottest continent, and Africa is made up of 54 countries. And so these are the countries in Africa. Europe is made up of 54 countries. Here's Europe up here, and it's made up of 54 countries. Asia, okay, is the largest continent, but it is made up of 58 countries. And then we have Australia, and it only has 3 countries. Antarctica is not made up of any countries. Okay, so our country is, wanna guess? Our country, and here would be our country. Now remember, this is North America. The whole part here is North America. Our country is here. So does anybody want to guess what our country is? Okay. Each country is made up of smaller pieces of land called states or provinces. So our country is called the United States of America. And each country, United States of America, is made up of smaller pieces of land called states. Now, if we lived in Canada, those smaller pieces of land are called provinces. We live in the United States, and our countries, our smaller pieces of land are called states, okay? So we live on planet Earth. We live on the continent of North America. The country in North America that we live in is the United States, and the small piece of land, okay, or state that we live in is called Florida. We live in the state of Florida. Okay, so let me go back. We live on planet Earth. We live on the continent of North America. The country on that continent that we live in is called the United States. The smaller piece of land in that country called the United States that we live in is called Florida. Okay, that doesn't apply to us, so we're going to let that one go. Now, we live in the state of Florida. Now, each state is made up of smaller pieces of land called cities or towns, okay? So we live in the state of Florida. What city do you live in? I live in the city of Castleberry. All Souls Catholic School is located in the city of Sanford. Many of you also live in the city of Sanford. Some of you live in the city of Lake Mary. Others of you live in the city of DeBary. Others of you live in the city of DeLand. Okay, so planet Earth, continent North America, country United States of America, state Florida. That we all have in common. The thing that might be different is the city that you live in, because we all live on planet Earth. We all live on the continent of North America. We all live in the country of the United States of America. We all live in the state of Florida. Many of us live in different cities. Like I said, Mrs. Moran lives in Castleberry. Some of you live in Sanford. Some of you live in Lake Mary. Some of you live in Deltona. Some of you live in DeBary. Some of you live in DeLand. So your town or city is called what? Your address in your city or town is, okay? And that's going to be another thing that's different for all of us, okay? For example, the address here for the school is 810 South Oak Avenue, Sanford, Florida. So the address tells me the number of my house. It tells me the street that my house is located on. It tells me the city that I live in, and then it tells me the state that we live in. Okay, so you are one of the billions of people that live on planet Earth. Each person has a special place in the world. Where we live and the families that we live with help to shape who we are. Okay, so each of us has a place that we live in, a home, Not all homes are the same. There are houses, apartments, and many other kinds of homes that people can live in. The location of your home is called your address. You can see that 4441, whatever street they live on, is their address. Okay, so this is home. Your home is in a town or city? Do you know the name of the city that you live in? It's going to either be Sanford, Lake Mary, DeBary, Deltona, DeLand. Your city or town is in a state. There are 50 states in the United States of America. Do you know the city that you live in? I'm sorry, the state that you live in. We already talked about that. We know that we live in the state of Florida. Well, sorry, that's how that got in there. Okay, we live in the state of Florida. Your state is part of a country. Do you know what country you live in? We live in, what is it? What is it? Yes, the United States. So you live in your home that has a number and a street. And that home is in a city, and that city is in a state, and that state is part of a country. And our state is Florida, and our country is the United States of America. And our country is part of one of those large masses of land called continent. And the continent that we live in is called, going once, going twice, who's got it? If you said North America, you are right. Pat yourself on the back. Your continent is part of the world. Each of us has a special and unique place in the world. Okay? Now, your job is going to be to go back and watch or go through this part of the PowerPoint, okay? And while you're doing it, fill out the where we live, okay? What planet do we live on? What's our continent? What's our country? We don't live in a province, we live in a state. What city or town do you live in? And what is your address? Okay, so there you go. That's what's up for today. And that will end our unit on geography and maps. So when we come back to school on Tuesday, we will do a little review. And then on Wednesday, you will go ahead and take the unit test for this unit, Unit 5, Geography and Maps. Okay, and again, in order to fill this out, you're going to go back and watch the part of the video where where we talked about all the different parts of what we learned. Okay, any questions? Don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I will try to help you the best that I can. Okay, thanks so much. Talk to you later.